Well, that figures. I had no sound. Blah, 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 blah. Couldn't hear a word, says Matthew Sainsbury. Good morning, everyone. Sorry my mic was ported down, and it's still Sunday morning. So my brain isn't fully functioning quite yet. I woke up about an hour ago. You can't tell by looking at my face. I was just saying when the mic was down, it's amazing how you can spend an entire day yesterday at my mother's 80th birthday party. And it was a party thrown at the house of one of her old friends. And it was all her old friends and cronies up here in the Minnesota area. And she flew up for this birthday party from where she's been living in Arizona for the last, man, since 2006, whatever that math is. 16 years she's been down there. And so she was up, and you could spend the whole day with a bunch of older people. And if any of you are listening, anything I say for comic effect, don't take offense. I'm just having fun with it because I'm getting older myself. But this was my mom's party. My mom has run a karaoke business for probably the last 25 years. And she was a pretty big name, celebrity up here in the karaoke circles. And she started out doing a couple of shows at a couple of little bars and restaurants. And she expanded to that at one point. She was going 7 days a week with having other people run other shows for her as well. And so she was doing really well up here. Then she moved her whole life down to Yuma back in 2006. I remember she left. We took over her house at the time, and she left everything. She took her clothes and her all of her karaoke equipment, the big speakers and everything, stuffed everything she could in a minivan, her minivan with a topper on it. And she said, everything else, she said, keep it, sell it, do whatever you want. And she transferred her whole life down to Yuma, Arizona. And she started working her business down there and does a few shows a week. And still at 80 years old, she still does this. Hauls all her equipment back and forth, those big heavy speakers. I think by now she's got some young lads will come in, and young lads about my age will come in and help her get all set up with her show. And I know I was side railed from yesterday's pool party to my mom's karaoke business, but that's what she does for a living, and she loves it. And she is known as the Karaoke Lady. That's the name of her show. And she's been doing that for 25 years. And she's still moving with it and still going. And she's still singing. And she still sounds fabulous. My mom always had a bit of a, what would you call it? A Barbara Streisand kind of voice. And of course, now her voice is a little weaker than it used to be. And of course, she had all the new teeth put in a few years ago, and so her sound is a little different coming out. And she sounds like an older woman who's singing, but she does fabulous. She still has tone. She still holds her key, and she's never off key. And she does a fantastic job. She was always a singer, and that's the way she expressed herself musically, and it became her business. And so we had a good time yesterday doing that. But my point I started on is that it's amazing how you can be at a pool party and watch. My little kids came along. They were kind of bored because there was nobody their age. Everybody there was old folks, with a few rare exceptions of people my age. We were the young set yesterday. I was, and Raini, the really young set, and then my children, the embryonic set. Hey, Michelle Richardson over in the chat room. Good to see you. Nice to have you here. And everybody else, by the way, Matt Finn, Master, and Commander over in the chat room. And Leslie. Oh, I thought I saw Leslie. I don't know why that came out Leslie. It was Teresa's name I was looking at. Teresa, nice to see you. And Matthew Sainsbury, and who else all is in here? I thought I saw Grumpy Stack is here, and Chad Sanders is here, and Stuart Foley. There you go, he says. Hey, Stuart, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Sunday mornings, for all you newcomers here, Sunday mornings started a couple of years ago, just as kind of a whim. Let's do a little Sunday morning show. It's not the formal radio show over on Odyssey Radio. We aren't broadcasting on Odyssey. This is just through my Facebook page and primarily my YouTube channel. And those of you who are here, Kelly Bout, good to see you as well. Yeah, sorry, my mic was down at the very beginning. It's Sunday morning. I do those things. I still have human error, but as you all know so well. And so Sunday mornings, for all of those of you who are here for the first time, is a fairly it's more like the captain's cabin, the post show that we do every night after the official radio show. It's very informal. You see, I don't have all the bells and bobs up. See, we could put this up, see, like that, but then that would make us intrepid radio. That's what we do during the week, and just to identify ourselves visually. But since this is not intrepid radio this morning, I just turned that off. It's just Sunday morning. The lights aren't all ported up. And we got light coming in through from the sunshine this morning, facing roughly east that way. And so this is what the studio looks like in the daylight, by the way, for those of you who've only been here for the evening shows. And so I devised the Sunday morning show as a way to just let our hair down a little bit. At the time I started it, it was a place where we could talk current events a little easier. Sunday morning, what do you do on Sunday morning? If you're not a churchgoer, Sunday mornings can be that time where you sit around, you read the paper, you comment on the news, you talk about stuff. Well, that's what this Sunday morning show, It's Sunday, with the auspicious title of It's Sunday. That's what this was when we first devised it. And I don't think we've gone too far off of that track. But some mornings it's even less casual. No, more casual than other days. Because we just get up and we hop on with a cup of coffee and say, let's talk. And by the way, those of you who would like to talk, I'd love to talk to Stuart Foley sometime about the stuff that he does. That wasn't a nudge there, Stuart, but sometime you and I have to talk. I'm going to paste it right here in the chat room. That is the call-in link to the studio. That will bring you right in here. I will see you down in the corner there. You can wave at me. You're fuzzy down in there, or faded out a little, but you can wave, and when I see you, I'll bring you in. Stuart, I think that would be fantastic. You guys, you have to go check out Stuart Foley over on Facebook. I just want to see. I'm going to call you up right now and see if you got like an official name. I know he's Captain Stuart Foley. Captain Foley, from one captain to another. I'd like to get your take on Strange New Worlds, Stuart. But Stuart has a big Trek-oriented page over on Facebook. And so you'll want to check him out. And he's been doing this for years. He's a, what would I call Foley? Probably beyond a fan. He's not just a fan. He does things a lot like Russ Hesledge. He does things with his affinity with Trek. And so it might be fun. And Trek Yards. That's the one I'm thinking of. I couldn't think of the name. Mostly because my brain isn't fully awake yet, Stuart, and because I'm old. I've noticed that. My mom, who, as I was mentioning, just turned 80. Well, not officially till tomorrow, but her big birthday party was yesterday. She's 80 years old. She's 19 years older than me. I said, Mom, you only got 19 years on me. And But she's doing this thing when we'll talk, and she'll stop and she'll go, "Oh, that thing that what's it called? Yeah, cereal." The word. She, something as innocuous as that. And I say, "Mom, you only got 19 years on me, and I already do that." Some of you on this show can attest to when you're watching. And we may have small children wander in. Yes, at 61 years old, those of you who don't know, I was married before, and I had 3 older kids, but I was married, Raini and I started dating, let's see, 2005. So that's 17 years ago. We've been married, we'll be married officially 15 years in October, and I've got 3 little kids at my age. So there's my lovely wife. Hi, beautiful. She's staggering through the room to get. It was hot. Our air conditioning did some pooping out thing last night, and it froze up. Oh, the outside, the central air, and the outside thing was all caked in ice. And so we had to turn it off and let that. So something's not working right. We'll have to get that looked at now. Oh, look, it's Uncle Dave Potter. Let's bring in Uncle Dave.
We'll have to get that.
Uncle Dave.
Good morning.
Oh, look, it's Uncle Dave Potter. I'm getting your feedback.
Dave. We'll have to get that. Good morning.
My wife may come over and make a magical appearance.
Yep, I'm dropping the volume on the other monitor. There you go.
It's Sunday with Scotty and Raini.
Oh, I don't have the volume up on this one.
So I think she may come over and just give us a quick appearance, and maybe she'll come back later when she feels like she's put together. Oh, there went Uncle Dave. So, everybody, go take a look at Trek Yards on YouTube. A fantastic little show. I don't catch it an awful lot these days, but I love his content. So go over and take a look at Stuart's stuff. And I'm going to have Stuart, let's you and I talk, and let's get you on here for an official show during the week. Also, for those of you new to the program, just because it's Sunday morning, there she is. She's going to go make coffee before she makes an appearance here. I didn't even make coffee this morning. I'm drinking caffeinated soda pop this morning because I didn't feel like making coffee. That's how I felt when I got up this morning, which is where I started the whole thing. You'll see I'm jumping all around here today, but it's how much? It's 77 degrees upstairs. Hang on, folks. How's that for a mute button? So I staggered around this morning. As I started off, Dave, I don't know if you experience any of this, being the youngster that you are, about 10 years younger than me, but I got up this morning and an hour before the show, and I was like standing in my my shorts that I sleep in, like big box. No, they're not that anybody needs
like
to know.
Gym shorts.
Detail that my mind is nagging me about now.
Like gym
shorts. Pair of sweats that I cut off at the knee. So I'm standing there and I'm scratching my butt, thinking, should I make coffee? Oh, it's so time consuming. Oh, it's so much work. And I wasn't awake yet.
You start the day without coffee. I don't ever know you to not have coffee in the morning.
I know.
That's the only reason I ever used to crash at your house is because there was always coffee in the morning.
There's coffee in the morning. There's always coffee. There's coffee in the morning. There's coffee at noon.
And on a weekend, there would be pancakes and scrambled eggs and all kinds of stuff.
That's right.
Screaming children.
And I'm a coffee aficionado. There's a way we could blend those words. A caffinado. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But I like my French press. I get up in the morning and I make French press.
Yeah, I like
folks,
her too.
If you drink coffee and you haven't made French press, you need to do that. Absolutely, Stuart. I'll message you. We'll arrange something for some
Where's
time.
Stuart at? Is he on the other chat room? Is he in the Facebook chat room?
He is in the Facebook chat room.
Oh, okay.
Now, I can see them all because I'm over here in StreamYard. So I see all the different places where this broadcast.
Gotcha.
my mind's jumping all over. By the way, folks, since we're not on the radio this morning, we're not on the Odyssey radio page on Facebook. We're not on Odyssey Radio this morning, but we are on my YouTube channel and we are on my Facebook channels. I have my personal Facebook. I believe I get them all mixed up. I believe it's Mr.Scotty.Roberts, Mr. all spelled out. That's my Facebook. And you can see it on my my Intrepid Radio Facebook page. So you can find it. What does it taste like, asked Romeldian? French press. All it is, it's a little carafe. And it's, in a way, you remember, well, maybe some of you don't remember this. Dave, I know you do. You're not that much younger than me, 10 years, but you remember the old coffee percolators.
Yep.
Is it percolator or percolator? It's a percolator. And they had the little glass head up on top.
I
like the Lost
still
in Space
have
robot.
one in my camping equipment.
Yes, camping equipment. And it was like the Lost in Space robot. Danger, Will Robinson. It had the little glass thing up on top.
So the water, so it had a funnel. The water would come up through the funnel and into a basket of grounds and then drip back down into the coffee. And it would recycle and do that over and over and over again for, 10, 15 minutes until your coffee was brewed.
I remember when I was a little kid, we used to watch that pot boiling. And as soon as the coffee would hit the little glass bubble on top, you knew that you were close to being done. And so I don't have one of those. But French press is similar in concept. You take your coffee bean and you grind it, but you don't fine grind it like it's fine coffee.
Because then you get grounds in your coffee.
Yeah, because it's got to be screened. But you rough grind it, and this is supposed to be better for the flavor as well.
We would say in the food industry a coarse grind.
A coarse grind. There you go. What did I call it? A rough grind. You'll take it and you'll like it. And so you put that in the bottom of your glass carafe, and then there's a stem that goes in with a screen on it, like
now, boys, you take this coffee around back of the wagon and rough it up a bit. Now I'll get you your beans.
That's right. We dragged these for a while. So then you pour in your hot water. We boil water, and then you pour the water in, and you don't. And I just mix everything into the boiling water. I mix it all in, and you let it steep for 4 minutes. No shorter, no greater. 4 minutes.
Do it proper now.
Extend pinky, and so
then comes the pressing part.
And then the pressing part. That's the fun part. That's where you can get out your daily aggressions, your morning. You take that little stem with the little screen on the bottom of it that form fits, and it's got a little rubberized type of thing around the edge, so it seals. You put that on top of your coffee, and you press that down in. And all the grounds get pressed to the bottom, and all that luscious coffee water gets extended to the top. Oh, that reminds me, by calling it water, John Ward and I, living in Egypt and in the desert and all this, and I'd say, John, you got to drink more water. And he goes, I drink coffee all day. What do you think coffee is made of? He says, it's water with caffeine. So that's the way we did it. And so Stuart says, I also need coffee to activate in the morning. We have a French press, but don't use it much. It takes too long. That's the thing about it. It takes longer. If I had, I was almost yesterday, we were at Target the other day, and I was tempted to buy a new coffee pot that you put the grounds in and you set the timer. It's all like, computer, set coffee for 4:30 a.m. to start brewing. And so it's wonderful. I almost got that. So I can just wake up, shamble out to the kitchen, one eye still glued shut, the other one half open, and just grab my cup of coffee off of the pre-made that started, a very short time ago. And so I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about and saving French press for special occasions. So right now I'm drinking out of my Captain Kirk tumbler made by Two Loons Tumblers, my wife's own company.
What an excellent thing.
Artwork by me. And I've changed the Kirk up, by the way. I've done a different Kirk for these. And my lettering, I've changed all the fonts to the Star Trek font, and I've added things to the background. So I've got the whole original crew in 20-ounce steel tumblers. This is the one I had yesterday, but I left it down. I had Scotty yesterday.
Yeah.
Mr. Scott.
I just got to jump in here and say, hey, Matt Sainsbury.
Hey, Matt Sainsbury. Stuart says, as Janeway says, coffee, the finest organic suspension ever devised. Damn straight. Damn Skippy. So,
Stuart, you should call in. We should talk Strange New Worlds today.
Well, we can. I was going to have him on, try to find some time this week.
Did you have him call in this morning? Call in.
Stuart, if you want to call in right now, if you've got some time, because Dave just took over.
I did.
If you want to call in now, let's talk a little Strange New Worlds. If you've got time this morning.
The first season is over with. I loved it. I have some problems with some of it, but I loved it.
There was some of it, I read all this stuff from the purists out there like me.
Yeah.
I'm a purist. I grew up on the original, and I'm a purist to a certain extent. But I'm not sure, Stuart, if you can see that over in the Facebook page. Let me see. I'll also go paste that in the Facebook chat if I can. Let's see if you can't see it over there.
I think they painted themselves into a corner, and I wish they hadn't, because they could have gotten 5 years out of this series, I think.
Yes.
And I think they were so eager to introduce Kirk and so eager to have her and those people. I think they should have spread that out, taken time, and savored the moment.
Yes. I think so too. I thought Kirk was introduced a little too soon into the series. And I will say this, my observation as a purist. By the way, I pasted that over into the Facebook link for the show. Stuart, if you're available. And it's also here in this chat room. And if you can't find it anywhere else, just scroll down in the description of the show and you'll see it. I thought one of my observations of the show was that Kirk, I've seen two other actors play Kirk that I thought did a fair job. Of course, Chris Pine played him in the J.J. Abrams movies.
And I thought he did an excellent job as young Kirk.
Excellent job. And yes, Matthew Sainsbury, James T. Kirk is James Tiberius Kirk. Exactly. And if you notice in this he can't join us today. That's okay, bummer. Stuart. Let's get you this week sometime and let's talk about your take on Strange New Worlds. And there was one point where they're in battle and there's the young Kirk captaining the Farragut, and they've got him. He calls out the Tiberius maneuver. He says, I don't know if he called it maneuver. What did he call it? They were in the middle of battle, and
it's one of the pre-programmed things. It was like Tiberius something.
Yep. Yeah. He just called it the Tiberius move, or the Tiberius. He says, whatever language he used, militarily, engage the Tiberius maneuver, and while they're in the midst of heated battle. Well, the Kirk that was on Strange New Worlds, maybe that's the only time we'll see him until the end of the series or something. But this guy played the young Kirk, and without giving too much away, there was a time switch up in this for the storyline, the story arc. And so you're seeing the young Kirk and captaining the Farragut. And he, to me, unlike Chris Pine, unlike you know who else does a really marvelous Captain Kirk is Mignola. What's his first name? Mike Mignola, not Mike Mignola. Mike Mignola is the creator of Hellboy. Mignola for Star Trek Continues.
Oh,
It's a
okay, yeah.
fan-based series
Yeah.
that is so well done you wouldn't know the difference. And he meticulously recreated the look and feel of the old Star Trek, to the music, the lighting effects, the almost a film noir, except it was in color. You know, he set his moods with lighting. They set their
Well, but
moods with
that's what they
lighting
did in the original series.
back in the original series, and this is what Mignola recreated.
And keep in
So I
mind, in the original series, color TV was a new thing, and so
right,
they played with color. You'd have sharp purple light bouncing off a wall for
yes,
no reason except
for
that
no
they
reason.
could do it.
And you know, if you look back to the original pilot episode, The Cage with Jeffrey Hunter playing Captain Pike, you look at his bridge, it's all in steel blues and grays, and that's it. So they had no color. They didn't have the red railing or the red doors or anything like that. It was all battleship looking because they're just coming into color back then. And that's the look that Gene Roddenberry wanted to have for the Enterprise. You know, very battleship, World War II. Think, you know, he's a World War II vet. Think of the creator was, anyway, of the show. So there's my lovely wife with coffee. So getting back to all the little different strands that I'm talking about here this morning. So I found the new Kirk in this to be he did not evoke Kirk in my mind to look at him. I looked at him and I thought, first of all, they got a young guy playing him because it's the young Kirk. Way too skinny. He's like really skinny, so he didn't have the physical appearance for me.
Yeah.
He didn't have the Kirkisms, the nuance.
Yeah, which is what I really liked about Chris Pine is that he didn't
Yes,
try and mimic Shatner, but he
exactly.
picked up mannerisms and stuff. He would do
Mhm.
gestures and things.
Come
The
here, Ma.
back slap that he used with his companions and things like that.
Yes. There's my beautiful
Good morning, Rainy.
Good morning, Uncle Dave.
You're
Uncle
shining
Dave.
like the sun.
Right?
Look at that.
Shiny.
She got sun last night or yesterday.
I don't think so. I think
Hanging
that's
in the
just your
pool
light.
yesterday. Yeah, look at that sun.
That's just your light.
You're
Were
tan.
you and the kids the only ones in the pool?
No, there was some other. Everyone would switch out in the pool every now and then.
Some
but my kids-
geriatrics down there in the shallow end doing their walking exercises.
Yeah. One thing I will say, Grumpy Stack says, good morning to you, Rainy.
Good morning, Grumpy.
That's what she says to me some mornings.
Yeah,
Good morning, Grumpy.
right?
Just a little different tone. Yesterday, and now I don't want to offend anybody at all, any of my mom's friends or cronies or anything like that, but it was an elderly karaoke party.
Well, okay, it was an 80th birthday party, right? So
80th,
were you
my mom's
expecting a bunch of
80th.
young people?
Most of her friends that were there are in that price range. That age range. They're in that age range. Let me put this down here so we can both be heard. And there was an awful lot of here's the idea. When some of these old folks got up to sing, I heard these folks. I knew a lot of these people because my mom was doing her karaoke show. God, I said 25 years, but I've known some of these people for 30 years. They're friends of my mom's back when they were in their young 50s, you know, and it was when I met them. And so some of the people, Grumpy Stack has a disgusting joke. Well, go test it out in the chat room, Grumpy. So I listening to the people sing yesterday, it was like everybody's voices are starting to get elderly. So it's like I'm trying to think of one of the songs that was done yesterday. All the songs are I call this, in my mind, they will forever be the karaoke set of songs, because like somebody singing Black Velvet or something like that. Black Velvet is whatever.
Nobody sang that yesterday.
Nobody sang that yesterday. I'm just trying to think of an example, but it's like they'll all get up and they'll sing it like this. It'll go, Black Velvet is sing the they got this, because they all have either false teeth now or replaced teeth, or so the sound comes out different, and they warble a little bit more. They can't seem to hold as much tone and key as they used to, and so it was fun hearing my mom's old friends singing, and they all still do karaoke, and I got called on to sing, and I'm like, I haven't sung karaoke since my mom left for Arizona 16 years ago. And, oh, come on, you can do it. So I was the young.
I didn't have to sing. Yay.
Yeah, mom wanted you to sing. My mom wanted her to sing. Come up and sing with her.
She never asked.
She never asked you?
No.
She told me that, though.
No, she didn't.
Oh, you were telling me that she wanted you and
no, I said that
Rowan.
I wanted Rowan and I to go up and sing. Your mom didn't ask us to. I just was trying to get Rowan up to sing.
Shows you what I know. So it was fun.
None of that surprises me.
What's that?
None of that surprises me.
What
that you aren't paying attention to what's going on in the world around you.
What do you know? So I live in my own little world and I enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Yes, you do. And you always will.
Mm-hmm.
You're too old to change now.
I grabbed a not clean.
Get over that, Rainy. He's not gonna.
This has residue of some kind of powdered drink in it. From not today. So I'm just seeing it in there. Oh well.
6-week-old coffee that's just dehydrated.
Yeah. I should just leave Rainy to take over for a few minutes and I'll go make my own coffee.
You should have said something. I could have had yours made up there.
You mean you just didn't automatically occur to you that your husband would be wanting coffee too?
I'm getting old. I'm changing. I don't just do anymore.
There it is. I don't just do anymore.
It's all about me. I'm in that.
She's in that all about me stage.
Yep.
I just go make my own coffee now.
That's from hanging out with 10-year-olds.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's mine, she'll say to me. That's mine. Give it to me.
Yeah.
You can't have that. I didn't give you permission to play with that. Oh, the applications are broad. I didn't give you.
What did you call her?
To play with that.
You just called me a broad. Big meanie.
Only on some days. Hey, Patch Malone over in the chat room. Good to see you. Sorry, always busy or behind, he says. That's all right. Join the rest of us. Hey, Randall. Steele is here. Sometimes I wake up grumpy and sometimes I just let her sleep. See? Now, Grumpy, I don't know, or Steele, I don't know exactly how old you are, but that's starting to get to be a dad or a grandpa joke. Sometimes I wake up grumpy, sometimes I just let her sleep.
But I'm
ching. So I might go start some coffee. Do you think you can have the con?
Do you guys have one of those canned air horn things?
Canned what?
Air horn. You know, when you push the button, and it's got like canned air.
But I do have my my megaphone.
Because
here.
Use the megaphone and go wake the kids up. That's always fun.
Oh, that's always fun.
I don't wake the kids up.
We would do that for school some mornings. I got your attention, please.
The taser is what makes them jump.
Oh, the taser makes them jump.
You want to get them up, not stun them.
Or to quote the famous quote from Flynn when he was about 6 or 7, God hates morning. So the other one was, I said, Rainey said to him one morning, this is when they were really little, and they were getting them ready for school still, though, young kindergarten, first, second grade, for Flynn. God wants you to get up now after struggling with him. There is no God, he says in a voice like that. There is no God.
I know that's made up in your head, because the real story is,
oh boy,
we were driving down the road and Flynn was like 3 or 4 because he was still sitting in the car seat, and he asked, I said something about God, and he said, there is no God, all chained in back there, and his feet are all crossed, and he's kind of sitting there holding the thing.
He's strapped for his car seat.
I didn't know if I was supposed to pull over and like let him out of the car or just walk away.
Yeah. Out, demons, out, I say.
Walk away.
Walk away now. There is no God.
Stories from the car seat. So
stories from the car seat.
We are driving to Colorado, and Kaylee is in the back seat behind her mom, so I can see her, but her mom can't. And sunlight is just pouring in. We're in like a giant fish tank driving down the highway. Unbelievably hot. I've got all the air conditionings running and everything.
But the sun through the window, through the glass.
And this little tiny voice goes, and she does this. I'm melting. And I look back and what is pouring off this kid? Oh no.
I'm melting.
And I started laughing.
What a world.
And Amy looks around from her front seat and she starts laughing. And Kaylee's like, stop laughing at me. And I'm like, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. And she's like, I'm not laughing. And she was upset.
How can you be laughing with me when I'm not laughing?
Oh, nice. She was like all of 4, I think, at the time.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go start up my coffee, and I'm going to leave Rainy here to entertain you all.
I'm tired
just
sitting here.
You're tired just sitting there?
Let me go make you coffee because I don't know that I'm going to talk much.
Yeah. Rowan just did a drive-by and didn't even stay around?
Yeah. What?
Rowan just did a drive-by and didn't even stay around?
You tell me her chest is hurting.
You can tell she's tired because she's not doing antics.
It was hot last night. This basement is normally like 64 degrees. And when we got home last night, it was 73. And there's no breeze or cross breeze. This house has no breezes with windows open.
My room was nice and cool.
So I think we
leave
until, I don't know how long, 1:30.
So she's going to go make me coffee. Hi, Ellie. Mom's making me coffee. And looking darn good doing it. Yeah, our bedroom upstairs, we put the fan in the window once we turned off the air. And we blew the fan in, and it was like, oh, I need more blanket, you know? So it was okay in the house.
I woke up about 4 with no blankets on the bed at all, and I found them literally all twisted into a bundle off the bed over in the corner.
Wow.
I have no idea. They were on me when I went to bed. I have no idea how they got there.
You kicked him in a ball to the corner
I can't
of the
even.
room.
So it was like they were like someone took them from the top and twisted them up to make a rope, and then rolled that up and then shoved it off to the side.
Nice.
There's no way I could have done that in my sleep.
How are you still tired from spending all day in the sun and the pool? Wow. Look at the effervescence of my children, this morning. It's dwindled.
I'm trying to remember like, when I've seen her this quiet. Oh, she was sleeping one time when I was over there.
There's Stuart's Trek Yards, by the way, folks. He's now over here in YouTube. So you can go follow his breadcrumbs there, and you can get to Trek Yards, and you can watch some of his videos.
Trek Yards is great.
Yes, it is.
I'm a follower on that. He probably doesn't know that, but
Steele says, Scotty and Rainy, wake up my precious little baby. God wants you to wake up now. Flynn, there is no God. Yeah. Wake up, my precious little baby. Oh, my precious little baby. Ellery's having none of it this morning.
Kaylee was the opposite of that. The sun was streaming through the clouds one day as we're driving along, and she goes, "Those sunlights, that's God smiling at us." And
Who said that?
Kaylee, when she was itty bitty.
That's God
That's
smiling.
God smiling at us. Okay.
All right. It's shining. It's reflecting off his grill. So
I'm gonna spit my drink at that.
Yeah, I saw that. This is cool and refreshing, but it is not coffee. So, hoy. Whoa, we just had a lull in the conversation. You see
because we were both drinking and thinking.
We're both drinking and thinking. That's
okay. So back to Strange New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds.
Hair. Ridiculous or not ridiculous?
I thought it was a little overdone. I thought, oh well,
it's like every episode he gets taller. What are we going for, Johnny Bravo? What the hell's happening here?
And they do that obviously deliberately. It's styled.
I think the more people complain about it, the taller they make it.
Yeah, it could be. So I was okay with his hair. I thought it was.
I loved his hair in Discovery. I thought it was perfect.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like Jeffrey Hunter.
What amazed me, especially about the last episode, there were several times where they were doing close-ups, and I just marveled at where literally it was just above his eyebrows down to his chin. I mean, like extreme close-up, and I kept thinking, God, he looks like Jeffrey Hunter.
Yeah.
He was in those scenes where he was just really. He's concerned. He's thinking. You could see the gears going in his head, trying to discern: am I really making the wrong decision here? Am I really screwing this up? And I just kept thinking, God, he looks like Jeffrey Hunter.
He did.
He's so
I think you got to see the different styles. Every captain, everybody expects the captain in the new series from looking at a series point of view. Captains all have to act the same. They all have to have those Kirkisms, but that's not what they go for. I think you saw between Kirk and Pike, you saw some different captaining styles.
Yeah.
Which I thought, oh,
there's no clean cups,
thank you.
So you're gonna have to drink right out of the pot.
You are amazing. There she is.
With me. There's me.
There she is.
There's I am.
She's amazing. Look what she brought me. Romeldian, and those of you who wondered, this is a French press. Looks like that. And see, she's got the coffee is in there steeping. And after it goes about 4 minutes, you depress this down and take the grounds out of the coffee. So it's still steeping right now. I don't have a cup.
You have 2 fucking cups right there, dude. There's no clean cups.
This one has soda pop in it.
Well, and dump the soda pop out. You've got coffee now.
And it's got Poppin's powdery residue. I don't know what that is.
I can't tell you how many times I've mixed Mountain Dew and coffee before. It makes a very sweet coffee.
Yeah, it does. Well, this is... I have mixed things. I have sometimes cups that I use that have like a
paint water,
fruit punch, fruit drink or something at the bottom, a little bit, and I'll let it flavor the coffee. And
I've pushed washing dishes. Everybody wash your own dish.
That's what we've been pushing,
and nobody's doing it.
Nobody does
flavor paint water.
No clean dishes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Too, by the way, is that that's something we've imposed in this house a long time ago. It started with, you know what? Everybody, you're all old enough to know this now. When you're done eating, scrape off whatever leavings you have that are inedible, scrape them into the garbage can, rinse your dish, and stack it to be put into or even better yet, put it into the dishwasher. And then our dishwasher, it's broken down right now. We still haven't gotten it fixed from a week ago. So we are washing dishes by hand.
Something happened to Flynn?
Yeah, really. Isn't that the truth? No, our motor died on the drain.
Oh,
for
that
draining
sucks.
our dishwasher. So, and since we rent the place, we just have to inform the owner of the house, and they'll fix it. 4 months ago, yeah, because it started at 4 months ago. We started having problems with it, and so they're pretty good about it. All I got to do is call her tomorrow. It'll get done. Send her a text message. Yeah, Elderberry wants to see pictures of the kids washing dishes. Then I'll believe it. Well, they frankly, they do. And Flynn will do it sometimes. He does an okay job.
And Flynn knows he's the one who does the good job washing dishes, so he doesn't get too mad when I'm like, will you just please do them?
Yeah, just do them, Flynn. And we don't have to beg our kids to do chores, but they don't do them. So sometimes we have to threaten our kids to do chores.
Turn off the internet box and be like, okay, internet's off until everything's done.
No, I was in the middle of a game. Well, oh gosh, I'm sorry. The dishes have been sitting there since yesterday that we asked you to do. And we deliberately don't do them at that point. There's a point where you go, I'm not doing those. That's my kid's job. I do my dishes all the time. I was the role model. I am the original role model for washing dishes in your own dish in this house.
Did you know that your potato soup dill dish is still sitting on the counter in the living room up on the shelf with your red Kool-Aid stuff you drink? That's been there for like 3 weeks.
No, I didn't know that.
I left it there because I figure at some point you might clean up after yourself.
I didn't see that. See, this is what always happens. Whenever you come out and you're the purist, you're the prophet. You're the one. A prophet has no honor in his own country. You're the one promoting the cleanliness and pushing everybody else. Oh, if you leave a spoon sitting out, if you leave a spoon somewhere. Oh, I found your coffee cup.
Glass from 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
It is. Go up and look.
Then it's not mine. Flynn ate that soup too.
No, it's yours because that's where you sit. That's your cup.
Is it my bowl?
It's your big dumb glass that you like.
But see, this is a prime example of what happens. You are the promoter of good things. You're the one who is always riding everybody to make sure they do it. If you forget one thing compared to their hundreds of thousands of things that are infractions, just one thing, you get hell to pay. And everybody says, yeah, you left your bowl. Yeah, you left your bowl. Yeah, I saw your bowl. It's like, yeah, well, I've seen like 20 of yours in the last week.
Because I am a woman, and
you're a woman.
I hate when people say, well, I do this, so everybody else should. Then what does the woman start to do? She watches. She makes sure. She checks.
I don't say I do this, so everybody should.
You have done and haven't done since you started pushing it.
I tell everybody.
Do you want to go get my book? I write it down.
Do you have half-drank glasses of milk sitting around turning into yogurt cultures? Just
yeah, that's not me.
That's Ellie.
That's Ellie.
Yeah, yeah.
Gross.
But I don't go like, hey, I do this, so you should too. I'm like, how do we keep our house neater? Do things. You don't have to spend an hour at the end of the week cleaning everything up or half the day. If you just pick up your stuff as you go. So I said, look, we've got this spray, Dawn dish detergent.
Oh my God, we use
in the spray.
So much freaking soap now.
And you just spray your dish.
They don't just spray the dish. They
and you,
spray,
the kids will go.
The dish. It's like,
it's like no.
It costs money. It costs more than a gallon of gas.
That costs money. Then they like to make slime. They like to make slime and all these.
The whole concept is you don't need to use as much.
They make slime with.
And it stinks.
Yeah. Oh, they make slime with Dawn dish detergent. We got the bottle of dish detergent, which also. You can have that, those little scrubby things with the handles on them. You fill them with soap. We got those done. And so, but they use the Dawn dish detergent to make slime.
Wait. No, they didn't use the Dawn dish. They don't use that to make slime. So Dawn now makes the little bottle that goes upside down. It's got a little weird round spout and you can just squeeze. Oh my God. I bought that nice. Thinking that's going to be really nice for the dishes. No. Instead of using a bottle like once a week, we go through a bottle like once a day.
That's because
Jeez, I'm like, you guys
if I'm
realize you're
running
killing a fish,
sink
right?
full of water to do the dishes, I'll take that squeeze bottle and I'll go, and that's it. And you put it aside. You've used about this much of it.
They use that
The
much on every
kids
dish.
will
Every
run
dish.
dishwater and go, and you got suds coming up like this over the sink. It's like, no, you don't have to use that much.
One pump or
So.
you kill a fish is what I always say. So every time I see him doing
Yeah.
dishes and there's lots of bubbles, I'm
But
like,
if you
think
clap
of
your hands,
all
it
the
comes back
fish.
to life.
That's not how it works.
No, that's
All
fairies.
the fish
That's
you just
fairies.
killed.
Oh, that's fairies.
Dead
I'm gonna
fish are just
go,
dead fish.
I'm going to go rinse Mr. Scott out.
You can
And
go
I'm
in the
going
bathroom.
to,
do it in the bathtub. It's
I
easier.
know, I was going to do it right here.
What did you think of the introduction of Scotty in the last episode?
Oh, I thought that was good. You never saw his face, though.
Nope, that's fine.
You just heard him over the intercom. I can't change the laws of physics. I don't even know what he said.
I'm not a miracle worker.
Without me, so I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do spoilers, just talk about general concepts, but yeah.
So since he watched Star Trek without me, I've been watching Dark Skies and what's the other one? Oh, Evil.
Are those good? I haven't seen
Yes.
either of those.
Evil is really good. And Dark Sky is really good too. Everything's got kind of like a paranormally edge to it, and I like all that.
Evil has gotten kind of Sessit time.
Yeah. Well,
it's like
the start of the third season it's not that it's kid friendly at all.
It's not.
But there's a lot of sex in the I think there's 4 episodes. And the
Yeah,
first
what is it with Netflix is kind of like HBO when it began. When HBO first started doing TV shows, it was like, hey, we can show bare breasts, so let's just show bare breasts for no reason.
Right.
Well,
Literally, there was a soap opera I remember that they ran, and the woman comes in, she's literally just coming home from work, and she's like, "Hi, John," and she like takes her shirt off. It was like,
"Hi, John. These are my boobs.
These are my boobs. What do you think?"
In the story, but
yeah, it had nothing to do with the conversation, and I was just like, "What's going on here? What's?"
Well, Evil, I think, is a CBS show.
It is. It's a CBS show. They do have swearing and stuff in there that you don't see on normal network TV. And you didn't see. You don't see like full on breast. You don't know how many flecks of dead skin there are from how many people on that back scratcher.
When's the last time you wiped off your desk? How many dead skin flecks are on it?
That's eraser rind.
That's not.
So
it's not dead skin. It just snowed in here recently.
It's from erasers, pencil erasers. But like in one of the episodes I saw, she crawls into his lap facing him to have sex, and she's got a bra on. Then he loosens the bra and drops the bra, and she pulls out of it, so you see side boob and almost boob, but then she presses herself into it, and the scene goes on and moves on to something else. Well, hand me the straw there that's on the rabbit.
You're gonna drink your coffee
out
with
of context, that could sound funny, folks. Let's take the rabbit out. There you go. That's from Tam O'Hare on stage at the Renaissance Festival.
It is
made Raini and the girls and I made about 500 of these out of felt and
the girls being young,
balsa wood,
living with us.
And we gave these out to kids.
As the girls, he means his adult twin daughters.
His twin daughters.
My now adult twin daughters, yeah.
Abby and Brett.
But we did that in 2007, so that was 15 years ago. The year we were married.
Oi was Martin Frobisher.
Oh yes, Martin Frobisher, or as Greg Mershon, the captain, would say when he was yelling at me, Frobisher. So there you go. That was my character's name at Frobisher. Then became Edmund Scroop. It was Edmund Scroop, the Duke of Abergavenny, Wales. Thrice a bastard, thrice removed from the crown. What?
I said, that's easy for you to say.
Yeah, very easy for me to say.
I remember all that dumb stuff, but you can't remember what's gluten-free.
It's what you're invested in. It's what you're invested in, honey.
You're not invested in your wife. Rude, Scotty.
I can remember what's gluten-free because I look at the labels. What's that label say? Is there a big GF on it?
Oh, I don't have to remember. It tells me.
It tells me. Pardon me.
Oh my God, we went out to
Are
eat.
you gluten-free?
Scotty's mom came over. She wanted to take us out to eat. And, well, where do you want to go? I'm like, you guys pick it. I don't freaking know. You pick it.
The first thing you have to keep in mind is that Raini and I going out anywhere or the family going out anywhere is always nightmarish. Because first we live in Somerset where there's, a cafe. And that's pretty much it.
Well, nobody knows what the word gluten means.
What's gluten? And then we could go back to New Richmond where there's a couple of other restaurants like Taco Bell.
Yeah,
is gluten-free. I was going to whisper that because she goes nuts. And when she found out a few months ago that Taco Bell was gluten-free, she was like, oh my fucking God. She says, we're going to go get tacos. And it was every other day we had tacos.
Dong.
Yeah. Oh,
and
she's going
gone.
to do something. She's going to get something.
You make that dong song and she just gets up and leaves. I have to go to Taco Bell.
I have to go to Taco Bell.
I send her Taco Bell stuff online all the time. Anytime I see anything related to Taco Bell, share that with Raini.
This is right here. Look at this. That since we found out that Taco Bell has gluten-free items.
That's all Taco Bell hot sauces that come with because she always asks for extra, then she puts them all in the big bowl. And so we will never run out of hot sauce for Taco Bell tacos.
For extra because they'll go, what kind of sauce do you want? So then you say your sauces, and some people take like 3 handfuls.
Speak your sauces.
Chuck it in the box.
I like the fiery myself.
It's okay.
Though Taco John's has one, it's literally just minced up jalapenos. And
yes, but have you tried the Diablo sauce?
I make a Diablo sauce. I make a Diablo sauce.
I will admit, we don't like eating fast food. But
not good
when she found out Taco Bell was gluten-free, it was like tacos 2-3 times a week, every couple days.
We go get tacos now.
Tacos now. And of course, Ellery is like, I hate tacos.
Even when we go to Chipotle, she's like, can we go somewhere else? Can I go to Noodles?
She wants to go to Noodles and Company next door because she can
have noodles.
Yeah. Well, she just doesn't like taco-y stuff.
Matthew Sainsbury, HBO hasn't become X-rated, but man, there are times they're the heavy R-rated. So there's times they've got disclaimers, under 18 can't watch it.
I'm going back to the gluten thing.
Okay.
Going back to the gluten thing.
Go back to the gluten thing.
Where do you guys want to go out to eat? I'm like, I don't care. You pick
with my mom here.
You guys figure it out. I'll figure out what I can eat when we get there because I don't know what you guys want. And Scotty's like, let's go to Khan's, and it's like, you can eat the hibachi stuff, right? I'm
Khan's
like, no.
Mongolian barbecue. It's not Khan's anymore.
They fry noodles right on the thing. I'm like, not gluten free. And
but if you tell them you're gluten free, they'll wash and scrape that section before they cook your thing.
Yeah.
I think I did that in the past, and
and you can sit and watch them do it and say, no, it's got to be clean.
Yeah. I don't want to try. I don't like the cross contamination thing. Serious. Like,
see, and I never knew gluten was like a virus until I met Raini. It was like, we didn't even know what gluten was back when I met Raini. But until Raini got into it 10 years ago, it was like, you can't use that butter. Did you spread butter on my gluten-free bread with the same knife that you spread butter on your non-gluten-free bread? I went, yeah. You can't do that. It contaminates. And I'm like, I said, what is gluten? A virus? And, it spreads. You can catch it. I got a bad case of gluten today. And so, but you always can tell when Raini's had gluten because, well, first of all, she hasn't had any in 10 years except by accident. And Elderberry says, yeah, cross-contamination by gluten. Jeez.
But anyways,
I was barbecuing yesterday morning for an event, and I had saved. There were 4 grills. One of them was just for the vegetarian stuff. I got the vegetarian stuff all cooked on a separate grill from all the meat, and we had warmers that all the stuff was being transferred to on the serving line. And I go up there with the vegetarian Impossible burgers, and they're like, "Can't you just put those in with the hot dogs?" No, the hot dogs are meat. These are veggie burgers. Well, they can be on one side, and the hot dogs can be. I'm like, you don't understand. These are veggie burgers. They need a separate container. Well, do you think they'll be that picky? Have you met a vegetarian before?
Have you met a vegetarian? Exactly. Now, my wife is not vegetarian. She still loves meat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying it's that same thing. It's like
made me pause for a second. No innuendo intended. She loves a good steak.
I always say
she likes cheesy. You say it. It sounds.
I like cheesy wieners.
Yeah, I always say when somebody tells me they're vegan, oh, you don't participate in that anymore, huh?
Yeah. What did I cut myself on? That's blood.
French press?
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, my French press. Now, folks, French press is good, but it can be dangerous. So you have to follow the safety.
I do not like the way you push me down. I'm going to cut you down.
Don't push me down like that, Mandu.
The blue sock with rice.
So,
I don't know where it is either. I'll help you out in a little bit.
Yeah, we're doing stuff now.
She's got water.
You go take care of yourself. Can you go make breakfast for us all? You have medical issues?
She's got water in her ears and she's dizzy.
Oh. You got water in your ears? How'd you get water in your ears?
Turn her upside down and dump that out. Turn her upside down and dump that out. That's what Uncle Dave would do.
By your ankle. What was that line in Harry Potter from the old groundskeeper? Oh, I miss the days when we could just hang them from their thumbs.
Yeah.
Something like that. Why do you talk so loud when you're not on radio and sitting in the wings?
Is that Ellie?
There's a good question for you.
So anyways, back to my gluten-free story.
Back to her gluten-free story.
We went out to eat somewhere, and
this just in. More gluten-free.
Yeah, more gluten-free. Yes. The lady had no idea what gluten-free meant, and I ate gluten, and I woke up so sore I could barely bend my fingers, and my knees to get out of bed hurt so freaking bad.
Yeah.
And then I spent 3 days like more PMSy than PMSy. I had to catch myself. I'd be like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Oh yeah, I got into gluten."
I got the gluten.
I got into gluten. It's like wandering into a poison ivy patch. Oh, I got into the poison ivy.
Oh, yeah. Gluten makes me so pissy though.
We have these lovely plants out back we make tea with. It's some kind of ivy. They make delicious tea.
Yes.
Makes your throat itchy though.
Yes. It's got a bit of an aftertaste.
It's Uncle Dave.
It's Uncle Dave.
Silly voices. Oh.
There's Rowan crawling along the floor.
Oh, Ro, how are you?
Not good until you take me to Chinese.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I was going to do that yesterday, but nobody bothered to call Uncle Dave. So
sorry. Oh, and I got your call, but not until after we were home.
The music was so freaking loud. You
have
to be sitting like this to listen to someone talk. It was like
I had my phone sitting on the table, and a friend of my mom's has his own karaoke business and was playing background music. It was just too loud, and we're all like, you've been in those places. You want to go in the bar room, and you want to
your
go
mom's
to the bartender. House. You have them turn down the music, please, a little bit.
Well, you have to remember they're all in their 80s.
They're all in their yeah. There is truth to that.
I come home and the thermostat is set at like 95, and the volume on the TV's at 100, and
I was sitting having a conversation with my mom yesterday, and we're way on the other end of the patio from where the big patio from where the music was. And but there's speakers up. So we're talking, and she's got hearing aid, and she goes, "Wait, and she takes her phone and she Bluetooths it and then turns her phone on. So she goes, okay, now I can hear. And she sets her phone down. And then the sound comes through the phone and right into her ear. So I'm like, can you hear me now?
She's not going to die of old age now. She's going to die of brain cancer.
There it is. You know, radio tower. So
radio frequency waves.
Radio frequency waves. What's wow, that's up to all, says Matthew Sainsbury. I have no idea what you meant, brother. Elderberry AeroPress is good, but only 1 cup at a time. I don't know what that is. Oh, what's the best coffee out there? What do you guys think is the best coffee? I always liked Starbucks. I always liked Cafe Verona. Was one of my favorite bean.
I say Starbucks.
A 10-year-old likes to go out for Starbucks.
I started drinking the Rasa mushroom stuff with like a tablespoon of coffee mixed in, and that has been better than coffee.
Tell everybody about the mushroom coffee.
I'll tell you about
it's not coffee. So that's my Seinfeld voice. Mushrooms. It's not coffee.
Right?
It's mushrooms.
Yeah, so I've been drinking all the new, there are ads everywhere. You find them on everything. For Rasa or was there Rise, and there's mud water and
old mud water, keep on rolling.
But I figured I would try Rasa.
Mississippi coffee gonna keep on.
You got something there.
rolling
You got
along.
something there.
You good?
I think there's a song in there.
Okay, well, you can sing if you want, but then I'm going to stop.
I was
talking.
doing background incidental music to your.
I
Go ahead and keep talking.
I can't hear myself. I can't hear myself over your loud noise.
The Mississippi moon gonna keep on. Okay, she doesn't buy it. It's incidental music.
Right.
I liked where it was going, though. I thought you were onto something there.
She was.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Lucy.
Oh, Rowan.
How, Lucy? What you doing? Puppy?
Sad puppy.
What you doing?
How long are you going to grow your hair, Rowan?
Forever. I don't like my short hair.
That's all right. You look good with
Yeah,
long.
she wants to grow it back. She was so concerned about it the other day. She said, Dad, I want to grow my hair out. My hair's too short. I go, okay, that'll take a while.
So Rowan, you know those little lead weights they use for fishing? Just crimp one on every hair, and it'll slowly help make it grow faster.
That's right. That's
and make
right.
sure they're lead.
She was on the internet. She says, "What can I do to make my hair grow faster?" And I said,
Little
there's
tiny
all
lead
kinds
weights.
of remedies out there.
But you can't spin your head like this when you have those lead weights because they whack you in the face.
They'll whack you in the face.
No, I bought the special Grow Long shampoo, and it's been working. Because this side of my hair is longer now.
It's been working.
No, it's this
Do
one.
you only wash half the side of your head, or what?
Be really careful with that because if you get it on your chest, you'll grow hair on your chest.
That's right.
Yep.
You don't want to drip the suds down here.
And not to be all grody.
All of a sudden you'll be.
When the hair, when that all rinses down and goes down by your vagina, it makes your
what?
pubic hair grow really long too.
Your what?
I don't love you anymore.
You didn't hear that. She retreated to the other end and said, I don't love you anymore.
Definitely don't want it to get in your armpits either.
I got that stuff on my cheeks and my chin.
Yeah. How do you think Dave got his beard? Uncle Dave got his beard.
I was growing my hair out and I used that shampoo and now I have
Not
this.
from that. Oh, it's from man boobs come from drinking too much coffee. My daughter just said.
That's
So
the 10-year-old who likes
all of
to
you
go to
guys out
Starbucks.
there drinking coffee this morning, keep them hoisted.
Yeah, you better switch to mushroom tea.
Mushroom tea. That's not coffee.
No, but it
You
could
put
be
coffee
tea.
in it.
I would accept calling it a mushroom tea, but yeah, it's not coffee.
Put coffee in it.
Coffee. It's spelled CW.
Because they're from New York.
New York.
I don't know. I get more awake from this stuff than I do from coffee. It's kind of nice.
There's the dog that cannot move on its own leg power. The children.
It's a shame. It's a shame that dogs are bred that way so that their
She's
legs
right
don't
now.
work.
She's like, oh, The dog just grunted. She's like, Mom, save me, please.
Oh, yeah, thanks, babe.
Take me away from the 10-year-old.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you can mix it together, Susie Q. Coffee, mushroom,
Coffee and
coffee, and
mushrooms.
real coffee. What would Juan Valdez say?
It's not coffee. It's mushrooms.
It is not a coffee. Yeah, mushroom is what we do when we're not picking coffee. So,
This dog loves us.
look at that big dog.
She's all snuggled in.
Yeah,
too.
look at her head back here. It's so cute.
Lucy.
You and your mommy.
Oh. Yeah, this is our pug mini English bulldog mix. So she looks like a pug, but she's big like a mini English bulldog.
Don't let her touch you.
As big as mini English bulldogs get.
Don't let her touch you.
So
Rowan, maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday. Looking at my calendar.
maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday.
Don't let her get you.
Rowan, did you
Yeah.
catch Uncle Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, leave her alone. She was getting mommy snuggles. Stop. She bites.
This is what the dog does when the kids molest her.
I save you.
She's like, leave me alone. Growling, growling, growling. She didn't do anything.
Get away from my baby.
Go away.
Dad,
Stop now.
Dad. When we were at
Your breath is
when we
stinky.
were at the lake, you know what we were
need a
talking
breath mint.
about?
What were you talking about at the lake?
Getting a food truck. I said we should get a hot dog food truck and name it Molester's Wieners.
You said the wiener hole when you were 4.
Rainey wanted to get a hot dog truck and call it the Wiener Hole.
I got designs. I got blueprints
I did the design work for her.
for $899. Well, probably
What was
like
$899?
$800 to build a
You charge your
Oh.
wife to do graphic work? You don't
Yeah,
charge me.
yeah.
Hell yeah! You think she doesn't charge me for doing work for her,
right.
or the other way around?
No, I got blueprints to build a hot dog cart, and it was like,
Honey, will you
$800
make coffee
to buy
for
all the
me?
stuff and put it
Think
together.
that doesn't cost me?
But that was like 4 years ago before the prices rose, so it's probably like $500,000 to build a hot dog cart now.
Yeah.
It's not cheap. Harvey and I have been looking at that. We want to do a sausage truck called the World's Worst.
I did a logo for that like 5
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, we're still working on that.
The World's Worst. WURST. That's my French press coffee, by the way. It's medical working.
No, it's not.
You don't
I had a
know the
French
reference.
press once. She was lovely.
So, yeah. Whatever we were saying, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the wrap up on that.
So mushroom coffee.
So, mushroom coffee. It's my Ted Baxter. Ted Baxter.
Actually, that was pretty good Ted Baxter there.
Leslie's here.
Yeah, Leslie's here. She says, I don't eat a
Susie
mushroom.
Q,
so I'm
too.
not going to drink them. You can't taste the mushroom.
It's mushroom coffee, but you can't taste the mushroom, so it's okay.
Unless it's a taste bud thing. Here, you taste it. Does it taste like mushrooms?
Can you make that out of any kind of mushrooms? Because maybe you could have coffee that was a little bit psychedelic.
So
See, to me, that doesn't taste like it's not disgusting, but it's like
it's
I would
watery.
drink that if somebody
Sad
served
little
that to
brown
me.
water.
Here, we've exchanged their real coffee for mushroom coffee. Let's see how they react on closed hidden camera. I'd sip that and I go,
It's not coffee. Well, I'm
and it's
into
in
it.
her mushroom mug.
I made that. I'm proud of
Who
myself.
took my coffee?
Yeah,
That's how I'd react. Who took my coffee?
Watered down.
it's like it tastes like watered down, coffee that you get like
Watered
say you're
down,
to see the
sad little
doctor.
brown water.
You're going to see the doctor and they've got a little coffee area set up. You go, oh man, I could sure use a cup of coffee, and you pour it and you drink it and you're like,
What the?
it's immediate recoil. It's like,
It's watered down
what
decaf.
is that?
Right.
Watered down decaf.
But seriously, this coffee, I do. I don't know. I feel the little coffee grinder with coffee, and then I throw that in my French press. And then I take a tablespoon, sometimes a little more because I don't always know where my spoon is, and throw it in the press. But I can drink this. Ooh, and the whole day
with the sound effects.
Have energy, and it's freaking
Is it gluten free?
It's gluten free.
She wouldn't drink it if it wasn't.
Do you find there's gluten in other coffee?
No, there's not gluten in other coffee.
Okay, so why is that a problem?
Yeah, right.
I will. It's got to be washed. It's in my laundry.
So
are we not talking gluten free anymore? Are we changing the subject?
We're changing. This is
Okay.
But coffee makes me jittery, and I don't like the jitters. And then I shake, and then I have to go poop.
Which sounds exactly like gluten. So maybe
the heart starts going all wonky. So I'm trying to get away from the coffee, and the coffee doesn't give me energy like this mushroom stuff does. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was getting the shakes too. I cut back to like 16 cups a day now, and I'm better.
Yeah.
So add
I used to drink a pot and a half in the morning before noon.
8 cups.
So I do. That's the one thing with this French press like this. Now Raini just made this for me. It's gone. Why is it gone? I poured it into this. So that's all the coffee that fits into this.
20
and
ounces.
20 ounces thereabouts. And so I have to go up and repeat process if I need more coffee, which I do sometimes. But that's why I'm thinking of getting a big coffee maker again, just so on days. What?
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
I like my little K cups because I can just make one cup at a time.
Yeah.
And I always have a hot, fresh cup.
That's with the little packets,
with
right?
With the big coffee cup, when he's not into the drinking coffee mode, then there's a whole 12 pot of coffee. He drinks.
Yeah, just sitting there. Just sits there until it gets.
There are days I don't feel like it. Hey, Debbie Treadway, welcome.
Where's the coffee nowadays?
So
can't afford to waste it.
Let me make one little announcement here of business.
Scotty's what?
Yeah, it's the mailman's.
Knew it. Okay.
Tricked you.
Anyways, business.
So just going to say, for those of you who are coming in this morning and have not been here before, Sunday mornings is very informal. This is not being broadcast on Odyssey Radio, so this is not the radio show that you get Monday through Friday.
It should be, though.
At 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is just Sunday morning fare, and it goes from current events to coffee to mushrooms and other things like that. So very informal on Sundays. And all of you that are here, I don't know if you can see this in the Facebook, but you can, if anybody wants to. There is the call in. It's not a number, it's a link.
It's a link. You click on it, and then you go to another page.
Click on it like Uncle Dave did. And now he's where is he? He's over there. So Uncle Dave is coming in through that link.
And if you look weird, we're not going to add you on. And if you do anything weird when we add you in, I will come and find you and murder you.
And there you go.
You can look sort of weird.
Straight from my wife.
And I'll make it fun and painful.
She'll make it fun.
Fun but painful.
I'm going to murder you and your whole family, but I'll make it fun.
We'll give you the smackdown if you show us porn.
It'll be like a game.
Yeah, you come on here with porn, I will find you and I will hurt you because my children are part of this.
Yeah. So those people don't care.
I know.
When they do that stuff. So we only had the porn thing happen once. So who don't you see, Susie Q? Who are people not seeing? Hey, Cat Hawk. How you doing? Good to see you again. Glad you're here. Yeah, guys, if you're just watching, come on into the chat room.
Yeah.
You can come over to the YouTube chat room, or you can watch it over on Facebook. But come on in if you want to.
You don't see Debbie? Is that what you're saying?
Let's see. I'm going to leave you guys and check out this historical movie on
Pocahontas.
Oh, Pocahontas, and see how it's called The New World.
Maybe.
Oh, I've seen that movie, The New World, with it's also got the Irish actor in it. What the heck is his name? He was just in Harry Potter movies.
Yep. I'm trying to think of his name too. I have a mental block on it.
Colin.
That guy.
Colin Ferris.
There's a Colin Firth and there's a Colin. What's the name? Ferris?
I think it's Ferris, isn't it?
Farrell. Colin Farrell.
Yeah, it's him.
Go figure. You got two actors, one from Ireland, one from England, both with the name Colin F. You know, so Ferris and Farrell.
So
Firth and Farrell.
Mushrooms.
So back to the mushrooms. Yes, Raini, you were saying.
No, nothing.
About mushrooms.
I don't know. I guess I paid too much attention to my kids. I don't remember actors' names. So I was just changing the subject. That's all. We're good.
Oh.
Yeah, my kids are better.
What do those two things have to do with each other?
I don't know.
What do those have to do with Star Trek Strange New Worlds?
Nothing. It's got nothing to do. But if anybody wants to grow psilocybin mushrooms at home, I can certainly tell you how.
She can.
Theoretically.
No. Theoretically.
Oh.
I can tell you how to get around the
Theoretically,
laws.
yes. This is how I would do it if I were actually growing them at home.
See, Scotty spends his days watching TV. I spend my days researching weird stuff, like how to grow mushrooms at home.
I spend my day watching TV.
Talking TV, watching TV, doing TV.
Oh, okay.
Boom, 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 boom. ATF, we're coming in.
Yeah, really.
You won't find nothing here. It's all hidden out in the woods.
You won't find anything here, copper.
It could be on the other side of that monitor, and you won't find it because it'll be under all that laundry. So,
yeah, that's right. Which I clean up quite regularly, and which is full again. Go figure.
Because I have to wash like 3 loads.
I say it all the time.
Theoretically, because I only run into it occasionally because I'm not out there every day. I think they're like Potter's on his way over here. Dump all the laundry on the couch so he can't do it comfortably. He won't stay forever.
That's pretty much it. No, I folded all the laundry the other day. There's still some of it folded. It's like sheets and blankets that are up there
less
now.
Less than 24 hours.
It actually is better than it was a day ago.
Yeah, there's only 3 loads out there right now, but there's 1 in the dryer and 1 in the washing machine right now. So it's going to be 5 in a couple hours.
You want to see your kid's spirit be crushed? Just tell them, hey, you see all this laundry on the sofa that somebody put on the sofa? I want you to go through there and get your clothes and go hang them up. Oh.
Can I do it later?
I'm going to do it later. It's like there is no later. There is only now.
Do it now.
Well, what you guys do is you take a garbage bag and just throw all their stuff in the garbage bag.
Yep.
So when they go, I can't find my clothes. Oh, well, they were on the couch. Did they get tossed?
Were those clothes you put away that I told you to put away 4 days ago? Oh, no, you didn't do that? Gosh, I wonder what happened to them. So, yeah. So we lay them pretty much flat. We'll take all the shirts, just lay them flat. You go through the mess. And so you got a stack of flat shirts. And I carried him up to his room the other day.
Maybe you should do a reverse hamper system. So have 3 hampers in the laundry room. As you're pulling stuff out of the dryer, throw it into the proper hamper for each kid. And they're responsible to take their hamper and put that stuff away.
I think.
Do you know what happens when I used to do that?
The dirty clothes.
The dirty clothes would end up in the hamper, and then I'd rewash dirty and clean, and then no one would have anything or be able to
pretty
find
much
anything. So it's like, nope, it ended up being the laundry couch.
Okay.
You know what I'm still working on getting my kids to do? This sounds so nitpicky, but it's really not. It's just a thing that helps you keep your life organized. So this comes after school days. All the kids' socks get all but put into one big bin. Who the hell has time to sit and sort through and roll all the socks?
Nobody wants to hear about
Nobody.
Your socks.
I want to hear about
You've
it.
said it so many times. If you want,
he's got a fixation with socks. I agree. What is up with you and socks?
You realize
down with them and do it. And
you've just closed down.
You don't even wear socks. I don't know why you worry about
it.
I don't know when the last time is I've seen you wearing socks. I don't know why you worry about it. You don't
I wore
even
socks
wear
yesterday. No, well, what I do, I tell the kids, if you just, and I got them all color coded, let them choose their color. Safety pins. Which color would you like, Flynn? Oh, I'll have the black. Which color would you like, Ro? I want the purple. And Oh, you chose the black. I don't know what. So they all got their own colors. And mine's the silver ones. And so I take off socks. You know what I do? Pin the toes together, throw them in my dirty clothes basket.
You can't wash your potato dill bowl from 3 weeks ago.
Shut it, woman. It wasn't my bowl.
It is your bowl.
I was
and
just
your
making.
cup and your spoon.
I was just making a point.
Do you
That's what I was
actually
doing.
pin all your socks together?
Yeah, I pin the toes of my socks together. You know why?
How does that sound in the dryer? Clank, 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 clank.
You don't even hear it. You don't even hear it. But what's good about that is that I never lose my socks. I always know who's in my. And if you got the kids who all wear kind of the same thing, white or black or color or whatever, you look at this is the red pinned. Those are Flynn's. This is the black pinned. Those are Rowan's. And you throw them in the right pile. So that is the best way to keep from losing your socks.
Do you want to know what the best way to get your kids to do stuff? Do it for them. Do it with them. You can't just be like, go do this. And here, go do this.
I had a perfect example of what you do to me all the time. Yeah. And that is you say this thing and you hold this line, but then there's one infraction. Oh, you left a bowl in the living room, Mr. Perfect. And, okay, Raini, you say that. Do you know how many times I hear you just the other day heard you say, get your goddamn room cleaned up. And no, I ain't helping you. Get it done. You know what you're doing. I don't have time to help you do that. Get your own shit done.
That's when
deprivation is the best way to get kids to do
what
you
is
want them to do.
What is
deprivation?
What is Uncle Dave? What is
deprivation?
Deprivation, yes.
We used to keep a garbage can in the hallway. So
internet deprivation.
When they were supposed to clean their room, they had till a certain time, and then anything that was on the floor still went into that garbage can to be given away to Goodwill. And you know what? They got their room clean because losing those toys was,
exactly.
Now what would happen is, they're sharing a room, and I would see Kaylee carry some of Dylan's toys out and drop them in the trash can. What are you doing? Well, these are his toys, and I don't care about them.
That's right. That's what I get from my kids. Hey, I need you to pick up the living room. That's not my mess. I'm not going to pick that up. I didn't leave that there. I said, did Mom leave that there? I said, did I leave that there? No. But you think we should clean it up? No, this is a chore I'm giving you. It doesn't have to be yours. That's like with dishes. I need you to wash the dishes today. Here's the thing. I shouldn't have to ask. But that's the way I was growed up. We just had a chore and you did it.
Have you seen that comic? He says, I gave my 14-year-old daughter a list of 3 things to do for chores. And she's like, where's your list? And he's like, everything that's not on that list is my list. You woke up in a warm bed today. Check. You have a roof over your head. Check. You're not starving. Check.
Exactly.
Those are my chores. Now do those 3 things.
Yeah, that's my kids. Why do I have to do all the dishes? I didn't eat off of them. I'm like, because it's your chore. I'm giving you that chore to do. That's
what happens is don't do them. And when dinner time comes around, you 2 have a couple of paper plates. You eat yours, and you're like, oh, you guys, you have to wash a dish. There's no dishes for you. You want to eat dinner, you'll have to wash a dish.
Well,
yep.
That's kind of where we're at now, because I'm not washing dishes with Scotty and coffee this morning. Yeah, you go wash your own coffee cup, because I had to wash mine.
Well, but the thing is, it's not a contentious thing between us.
It's not a
we're not
thing,
like I'm not making you coffee because you didn't clean your coffee cup.
Not
I usually do.
There's a lot of coffee cups up there, and no one's been washing them, and I've been washing.
That's because everybody
4 or 5
in the
of them
family
have about half a thing of milk in them, and that's
that's when you gather.
I didn't want to drink all of it.
Well, then don't pour it full.
There's like 6 or 7 coffee cups sitting alongside the sink that need to be washed. Are they all used for coffee? No. Everybody goes and gets. I have my Intrepid cup. My Intrepid radio cup that I drink. I usually use that on Sunday mornings. You know why I haven't the last few weeks? it's always in somebody's room, half full of milk or pop or something.
Flynn is hoarding our dishes too. We have no more bowls in
Yeah.
this house. They're gone.
It's like, where are the bowls?
They're in Flynn's room somewhere.
In Flynn's room.
Probably
So
under
you
the
open up
bed.
his door, you know,
Look
be
under
sure
the
to bring
bed.
your
Look under the
machete.
bed.
Yeah. And so you open up his door and you venture in, and you'll see it's way over there. It's like a shrine in a movie. It's booby trapped to get to the shrine. You can see it with a shaft of light coming down on it, illuminating the shrine, and sitting there are all the treasures.
Like the old Mutual of Omaha. I'll stand at the door while Fred makes his way across the jungle.
So I can stand at the doorway and I open the door and I look across the room, and there's all the bowls. There's like 6 bowls over there and a bunch of cups and mugs. But then I look at the great expanse between me and them over on the corner in his desk. And
Expanse implies nothingness. This is not a nothingness. This is a
true.
pile of clothing and who knows what else.
It's like standing on a mountaintop and looking at the other mountaintop way over there and going, oh, it's just right over there. But there's like a jungle in between that will take you 3 weeks to traverse.
And he's 12, so you don't want to step on that laundry. You don't know what's in it.
Oh my God. Yeah. You know, it's like, son, you got a basket to put that in.
I love
Son.
you.
Oh, I thought I was seeing hope.
No, that's Rowan.
A couple of weeks ago, Flynn goes, can you take me to the store? I got to buy some hangers. Hangers? What are you going to do with those? I got to hang my laundry.
He only has like space to hang 4 hangers.
You're going to do what with those? Hang my laundry. And I go, wait, repeat that again. You want to do what with those? And he goes, it's not funny.
He only has space to hang like 4 hangers though in his closet.
He's got a big closet like everybody else's.
Last time you've been to his room, he's got a dresser in there and then all his boxes of stuff.
Well, yeah, he's got all his boxes in his dresser inside the closet. You know, it's one of those big open flat with the 2 double fold doors. It's one of those kind of closets, shallow closet. So that maybe we should paint a mural in there. Then he won't cover it up.
Oh, well, there's an idea.
Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah. So Fantastic Beast, says Cat Hawk. Yeah, exactly. You can open up Flynn's door, and there's a whole world in there. It's like you go back out in the hall and you go, how big is this house? So yeah, it's dangerous.
Is that an actual fog? What would?
May I help you?
Can we own our own house so we can paint my wall cow prints?
Well, we talked about that. Yeah.
Well, I want to paint.
Why don't we paint it on a large canvas?
No, because
you could.
I'm buying these cow print bed sheets. Just so you know, I got rid of the other ones in her cart because I found
she's buying.
No,
I just want you all to hear that.
Okay, I have right now in my possession a 60-inch wide roll, maybe 7 yards long of pre-gessoed canvas.
Yeah, you should paint cow prints on it. Give it to me and I'll hang it on my wall because I want to paint my wall cow prints, but this one won't let me.
Hi, beautiful.
Why would you want cow prints for a wall?
Because I like
cow print is her new thing.
I told her, cow print's the new thing. So we haven't spent any money on it yet because it'll change. But she wants cow print, the white with the big black spots.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
That's what I mean by cow. It's not like
I know, I understand
cows or anything like that.
I didn't think she wanted something respectable like an Angus.
Yeah. So I told her, Scottish coo.
Dad.
A Heelan coo.
Yeah, a Heelan coo. That would be grand.
A Heelan coo.
Shaggy,
but grand. Hair hanging off it.
I was looking on Mom's computer at Amazon and I found a different cow blanket that comes with the sheets, the blanket.
The what? Careful how you say that. We're on radio.
Sheets.
That's
it's only my father was a butcher. I'm sorry, he's a what? A butcher. You know, cuts up meat.
Dad. It's only $65 to wear if we bought.
Can you sit in one spot?
To wear if we bought the pink sheets and the black sheets, it would be $79 altogether.
If you go brush out your hair, I'll take you to McDonald's.
Oh, go brush your hair and Mom will take you to McDonald's.
Lucky you. I'm listening to everything you say, Rowan. I'm listening. You just keep talking. I'm listening to everything you're saying.
Okay.
Psilocybin
Well, I found a
mushrooms?
comforter which comes with 2 sheets, 4 pillowcases, and even a big body pillowcase. So we're gonna get that one instead.
That's for after you murder someone.
Is
It's got a body
that
pillow.
what you needed the $26.98 for, plus shipping?
Yes.
No, that was
Oh,
for the clay beads.
That was a different fad.
Oh,
You asked Uncle Dave for money?
You ain't gonna give me none.
No, you got to earn your money.
You don't pay me to do nothing.
Uncle Dave will give you money.
did you
Oh my
think I
God,
was
well, you're such a
joking?
chill
Did you
child.
think I was joking when I said she asked for $26.98 plus shipping?
Yeah, I
and
did.
handling?
Actually. So, yeah, she's got to earn it. Uncle Dave, if she asks you for money, you can tell her what she can do to earn it.
Hey, Uncle Dave.
I don't think that's legal.
Uncle Dave, I actually I have a full cart of cow print stuff because I want to change everything to cow print, and it all comes out to $567 plus a bunch of shipping. So
There you
I
go.
need that too.
Uncle Dave.
Because Uncle Dave is fabulously wealthy.
Yes. He's got money coming out his arse.
He told me we didn't have no money, but you know what? He's taking Flynn somewhere special. It's unfair.
Yeah, isn't that the truth, Elderberry? He said, here, move the mouse so I can read that. It's funny. Here, click on the middle of it. Hit that post right there. Click on show. Do it again. There. It's funny how children have the price of everything, like they're working. Exactly.
Your skin tastes weird.
Everybody's
My
tastes
skin
weird.
tastes weird? What do you think yours tastes like? Lemonade?
Oh, what the heck? I just listened to something on the radio where some company is now making flesh flavored like burgers or something.
Flesh flavored burgers.
Yeah, human flesh flavored.
Yeah, that's for all the cannibals out there. Just to keep some happy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
It's
can
called
really go for a leg today, but you can't legally
McVermins.
buy it anywhere.
McVermins.
Why don't they just make a glory hole somewhere?
That's what Rainey wanted to call her donut hut, the glory hole.
Someday, I will have an ice cream truck
with a
that
strawberry
says-
filling just oozing out.
I will have an ice cream truck someday that says Mo and Lester's ice cream.
There it is. What was the other ice cream one you had? Name.
What was it? Well, I think the massage one was not Happy Hands.
Happy Hands.
Happy Hands.
A massage truck.
Oh, I can't think of not a massage truck. It was a massage business.
You could do that, you know. Instead of doing a hot dog, the wiener hole, is what she wanted to call her hot dog truck. There was one for ice cream, some name. She was serious about these. She wanted to get the truck.
Mo and Lester's. Who would not buy ice cream from Mo and Lester's ice cream truck?
Yeah, and I think we hired 2 middle-aged guys to run it.
I'm Mo. I'm Lester.
Hey.
Want some ice cream?
Hey, little kid.
I got
Want some ice cream?
I got a frozen popsicle for you.
I got a frozen pops. Hey, young paper boy. Do you like popsicles? I got some down in the freezer downstairs. I said.
He only poops in other
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's Sunday morning.
It's Sunday morning. Why aren't you in church?
This is church.
Rainey keeps telling me I need to start a church. Her grandma would tell me I need to start a church. And I'm like, I have a certain belief system. I have a certain belief system with a few points in place, but what would I
In the old days, we called that there a cult.
That was a cult.
Look at how many freaking cults there are nowadays.
Yeah.
You should start a cult.
Why not? Why not? Preach what you feel comfortable.
If you want to feel the power of God,
There's
send me $100 today and I will make sure it happens.
And I just looked at my cart on Amazon on my computer, and the real price is actually $704.95 plus tax and shipping.
Cat Hawk, that was from I think Family Guy. Is it Family Guy that's got the old
Family Guy has the old. So Rowan,
young paper boy.
When you don't put everything in your cart, put it in your wish list. See?
Yeah.
Then you can share the wish list with other people. then they know what it is you want. So like when they're picking out presents and stuff like that, they know what to buy.
I don't know how to make a wish list because everything I have in my cart is cow print party decorations.
Okay, but listen to me.
You're not listening. You stop, bro.
No.
Listen, Uncle Dave.
Fine.
I know it's hard to stop talking.
Go into your Amazon account, and you have your cart and stuff like that. Down along that bottom line where it has the different things like order more like this and that and the other thing. One of those things says wish. Click on that, and you can click on the item you want. And when you're looking at the picture of it, usually over on like the right hand side, there's like a little heart shape or something like that. If you click on that, it puts it into your wish list, and you can share that wish list with other people.
There you go. Mom's showing you right now. There.
Are you not signed into Amazon?
No, I'm not.
I'm going to the bathroom. You can bring it over here.
So like you could share that with me and Svetlana and Grandma Jane and Bryn and Abby and then we know. Then we know. And then when we're doing birthday presents and Christmas presents.
And anybody else who wants to donate to your deprived life.
Yeah, because
things in my cart.
Holy jeez.
But they shouldn't be in your cart. They should be in your wish list.
Put them on your wish list.
I don't know how to make a wish list.
I'm sorry, what? Mom will help you.
I think she caught herself.
Where does 10-year-old learn things like that?
You.
School, internet, Rainy.
Rainy. She's. I don't know if you heard that. She yelled, "Shut up, Uncle Dave! I can hear you from over here."
Yeah, I know. It's like the time we were sitting in the Larpenter house, and Pretty Abby came down the hill and dropped the F-bomb. Came down the hall and dropped the F-bomb, and everyone in the house stopped because they were like 12 at the time.
Yeah.
Or maybe no, they were closer to 14 because it was the Larpenter house. But everyone just stopped, and we all looked at them, and we all looked at you, and we all looked at them, and then I said, "Well, at least it was used in proper context."
Yeah. Oh, that was good sentence structure. So.
But that was the first time we'd ever heard them utter the word, and I'm sure they've known it for a long time.
Oh yeah.
They just didn't say it out loud in public.
No thanks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got Ro over here somewhere. Oh, we got Roman statues over there.
Yep. Those are our Greek house gods or Roman house gods.
You're too far away. That was the comeback. I said, Rowan's too far away to fit on the camera. And she goes, "You're too far away. Your mom's too far away." So, those they learn from Raini.
That's a lie.
What, the mom thing? Your mom?
Your mom.
Your mom's too far away.
Maybe you shouldn't push your mom's buttons and push her to the edge so much.
I love roller skates. Your mom loves roller skates, says Raini. No, Grandma Jane is still here.
I just scooted closer and you cut me out more.
Well, I'm trying to.
And
There.
I think
Are you
Grandma
happy
Jane
now?
might try to come spend one more day with us. When
Yeah,
she is
Grandma Jane's going to come over
headed
at some
home.
point. Maybe, Dave, we can get you over that day. We'll got to find out when it is.
Yeah, find out when it is, and I'll make the trip.
Bring money.
Can't be Tuesday, though.
You know,
I've
step
got
one, Claire.
my dad's got commitments on Tuesday.
Okay.
I have to stay here for them.
I need it.
So
We all need money.
Well, I need it more than you because these are my needs. I need
Those are your
those are your
needs.
wants. Those are your wants.
I'll give you a half hour to stop
I
doing
need
that.
you to clean your room and get all your stuff out that you want to sell at the garage sale. And then
Don't slap the top of my head. You're hitting skin up there.
Probably have enough money to buy
Not hair.
your sheets you want.
Let's see. I have tea light
Ellery,
candle
be
cow
nice to your
prints.
daddy.
Tea light candle cow prints, 2 different heights. If interested, we'll send those to
Here's a
you.
brush. I want them. I don't care what they are as long as they're
What is the fascination with cow prints all of a sudden?
Yeah. Where'd the cow print thing come from? That started about 10 days ago.
It got me from this. Let me show you. A cow print stuffed animal. You can't see it, but it's a cow print stuffed animal.
You can't see this, but I'm going to show it to you anyway.
Oh.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
I will say too, for everybody out there shipping anything, go to pirateship.com.
Oh, yeah.
It saves money. It'll tell you where the cheaper place, if it's FedEx or UPS or
Yep.
the other one, USPS.
Pirate.
Pirateship.com.
I got sitting right here. I thought.
But when I ship out my mugs, it saves me sometimes $3 rather than just going to the post office and doing it.
This isn't an awful lot, but this is somebody who ordered two of the Sword in the Clay books. And this is how we package them up. There's
rude.
Oh yeah, sorry, there's an address on there. But there's two of these. But there's we go to Pirate Ship and you buy your postage.
Pirate Ship.
There you go. Sorry about that, Desiree. So and what's nice is it's less than the post office. You can go to the post office to ship out a single book. Well, let's see, what did this cost me? Hold on. This cost for 1 pound, 0 ounces. Oh, I might have done this wrong.
You might have.
I think I only did one book because I've only got it as 1 pound. That's almost 2 pounds, pound and a half.
You better change it because you don't want it coming back.
I'm going to have to change that. I'm glad I didn't bring it to the post office already. But what you do is you enter the weight and the size of the package, and it costs media rate to ship one book costs about $3.85 at the post office. And on Pirate Ship, it's $3.40. Now, 40 cents, 45 cents doesn't seem like an awful lot, but it adds up when you're shipping out 100 books. So and I'm glad I looked at that. I've got the wrong weight on that. I've got a one pound package on that, and it's 2, so which means I put the wrong weight in. I didn't do it for 2 books. So how can I go to the face frame like Dave? Call in, Kat. You can call in. Here, paste. If you go to that right there, that link. Can you see that link? Click on that link or paste it into your browser and hit it. You'll come into the wings here, and we'll see you, and I can bring you in to the show.
Not to be like, we're used to the cold when everybody here is roasting at 74 degrees.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, we have the air conditioner usually set to the thing that makes us wear coats in the middle of winter.
Well, it's not set. The heating system here is messed up. So
it is.
Oh my God, you should be over here. It's 85 or 90 in the apartment.
Upstairs is 77 degrees. Downstairs at 73. But
here, let me
usually,
out of here for a second.
When the air conditioner is running, it's 74
I'll be right
upstairs, and it's 64 down here. It's 10-degree difference. It's crazy. And all the vents are free. There's nothing in front of any vent. The way everything flows here is just terrible.
Where's my links on my computer?
Oh, that's Lucy behind me. Nice. I thought Ellie was behind me.
Well, Ellie was behind you. She just walked away.
Here, look at. Can we see?
Oh, I see.
Did I just smack you?
I'm like, something's touching me. Just leave her. Just leave her.
But I'm gonna put her
She wants her mommy.
How do I find my link copied on here? Wow. What? I'm trying to send Uncle Dave my wish list.
Well, you just wait.
Why do you send a copy link?
Oh, jeez. Okay, you talk to Uncle Dave then.
Hey.
That's not how you talk.
Which Chinese place are we going to?
Mongolian barbecue.
Is that the one over in Stillwater?
Yeah. Plus, it has sushi. And I love sushi.
Okay.
Here, give Lucy to me on my lap.
Leave Lucy alone.
You're killing her. Stop. You're hurting her.
Can you see the puppy butt? She's stuck on the square stool.
Yeah.
You're hurting her. Here, hand her to me.
You girls, that poor dog.
Okay. Like, give Lucy.
You may leave the con.
What are they mean to you? She need mommy. Come get kisses.
Here, let me just move Lucy.
Just put her on the
I
floor.
can't help
She's
me.
a dog. No. She can.
Oh my God, she's a dog.
No.
She'll die if she's on the floor.
Now, give me my spoon.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to hit send.
Okay.
What link? I'm computer illiterate. Can't see. Can you see the link, Kat, in the chat room?
Is she in the right cat
Leave
one?
the dog alone.
Froze while trying to figure it out. Here, let's see if I can go over into the
She in the
actual
Facebook side?
broadcast. Since it's going live over on Facebook. I'm just looking on Facebook here. Hold on, guys. Okay, there it is. Here you go, Kat. Maybe you can see it here. Here is the live link. Boom.
Pow.
There it is. If you
Where's
click
she?
on that link.
Must be like, is that a French press or is that a bong?
That?
Yeah.
What do you got here, Barry Chad? He sent me something. That looks like a big bong to me. Oh, it's an aero press. I have no idea how that works.
Get your caffeine and your smoke on at the same time.
That's right. Get your smoke on,
You've
folks.
seen those coffee cups, right? You pour your coffee in one end.
There you go, Kat.
And then out of the handle, you can smoke out of the handle, and there's a little spot underneath the coffee, so you can.
Oh my God!
There was one sitting right here. Did I put it back on your desk?
Is your brother still blowing pipes?
I don't know if he is or not.
Whose pipes?
Glass ones, the glass ones.
Because he made awesome pipes. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He was very talented.
Yeah,
He
very
does once
talented.
in a while. He's out working in the Dakotas, and so he lives in a camper during the summer doing road work stuff, construction. And then when he comes home, once road construction season is done, then he gets back to doing all that stuff. But right now it's working and fishing because there's not really anything to do.
Because he's an Olsen, and that's what they do.
That's right.
But yeah, he posted a video last night. He just catches. It's like these ginormous. I think it's walleye. I don't even know what it is.
It's
like
fish.
big. They're huge.
It's
I don't know.
a
Working
big
and
fish.
fishing and occasionally wearing clothes. That's the life of an Olsen.
He wears clothes all the time. Well, he covers his junk. Sometimes he's shirtless.
Guys, go do that elsewhere.
Ellery.
Elsewhere.
She's
Now,
just
I
having a
don't
Having a lot of
care.
fun out there. But I
Put the
think this is
dog
his
down
last year.
on the floor.
Rowan, your mom can help you with it
Ellie?
later. You don't have to do it right
Ellie,
this minute.
move so your sister can get out.
Here, help me.
Then
What
put
is
the
that?
dog on the floor.
You guys are
If you're
being
going to
rude.
do this, go do it
I'm
upstairs.
getting a spanking stick.
I
That's
can't
enough,
get her
dog.
down without
There you go. It's time. Go. Get. You pushed me on the floor. Yeah, you're sure right I did. Damn straight. All right.
Oh my God.
It's the kids, they just want to be here, but they just sit and gather and they get closer and they do all their little bullshitty kid things like argue and bicker and push and all of that and mess with things while we're doing a show.
7 and 10.
So, of course, Sundays is a non-show. It's not very
It's life at the Roberts. That's
there it
what you
is.
should
And
call
you
it,
know
life
what? We've
at
been
the
going
Roberts.
almost 2 hours now. In
Yeah.
5 minutes, we're going to be done anyway. So, hello.
I lost your spanking stick.
Uh-oh. Why? Where'd it go?
Ellie got it. Ran upstairs.
Okay. So, yeah, in just a couple of minutes, we'll be done.
Dad didn't push you. It tipped over when I came over.
So go complain in another room. Go boo-hoo somewhere else.
Find your own.
I
YouTube to
don't
complain
care.
on.
I do.
And I'm drawn into
What
it.
are you looking for?
My phone probably cracked now.
It fell down
Your
here.
soul.
Your
You lost your
not
soul.
right.
Her soul. I've lost my soul. Have you seen it? I always thought that would make a great
Oh.
character on the street at festival.
Yeah.
Searching for my lost soul. All right. Everything's all shit.
Speaking of festival, I have to go out there this year.
We got freedom for like 2 minutes.
You have to?
Yeah, so people I know are getting married and they want us to do
Oh.
a sword fight. So
Nice.
I'm
we're
sorry.
performing a sword fight.
I'm sorry you have to go back out there.
I have no joy in doing that. Seriously.
On second thought, let's not go to festival. It's a woke place.
Ren
Yeah.
and Glen is on the 30th and 31st
Yeah.
in Glenwood City, I think, just like a half hour that way.
East of
Oh.
us. Run in the Glen. Nice little fair out there.
Throw my
They run
stuff
it
in the
for
back
one
of the
weekend a
motorhome,
year.
pick you guys up, and head up there.
Yeah, we should
Well, it
go.
would just be, I think, you and Ellie, because Flynn has camp. Flynn has camp that Saturday, but he'll be home Sunday. And then Rowan and I leave for camp on, I think we leave Friday and come back Monday. So,
That Friday?
So
you come back Monday?
Yeah.
Scott, Nelly, and I.
Yep.
Yeah, we can go.
And if you go on Sunday, then you can take Flynn.
Flynn would like it.
And that's
we
when?
can go on Sunday and bring Flynn.
Flynn comes home on Saturday. I don't know what time.
No, with the dates. The dates.
The
last weekend in July.
I think it's the 30th and 31st.
I can call it up here. Hold on.
I can't.
My calendar says
July 30th. I have
that's
a thing.
August.
July 30th. You have what?
I'm on a train ride.
It would be the 30th and the 31st is the last weekend.
Oh, okay.
In July.
So Sunday would be the 31st. We could do that maybe. The 30th
let's
is
plan
when
on
I'm
that.
booked.
But that's a great little festival up here. They've been going for several years now, and I'm sure they haven't fallen under they've either fallen under or they've been noticed on the Jim Peterson radar. He's the owner of the big Minnesota Renaissance Festival.
Yeah.
He used to try to shut down everybody who was trying to start a festival around him.
A friend of mine works for the Rail Museum, and they're just finishing up some passenger cars, and so he booked them for his birthday on the 30th.
Nice.
So we're going to take a train ride into Wisconsin and back.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
From Minnesota?
Yeah.
Well, we've crossed the bridge. We're done now, folks.
No, I think it goes to Madison or something, but it's
okay.
It's several hours long each way. So
that's 4 hours from here to Madison. So we're 12 miles into Wisconsin. So
yeah, I'm not sure exactly where it's at, but we get on the train and we're on there for well over 8 hours, I think.
Yeah.
So it's going to eat up that whole day.
Sure. Well, everybody, we're going to wrap it up here now. We got less than a minute left. Dave, I'm going to let you go.
Let me know when Jane is coming out.
Say your goodbye.
Get that figured out.
She's going up north for a week with Lana. So
Yeah. So after this week sometime.
Let me know. Probably Wednesday or Friday I can slip out that way and pick up the little one and take her to Chinese. So
cool. We'll figure that out later.
All right.
All right. See you, Dave. All right, folks. So if you were new today, this is It's Sunday. This is kind of what we do. Sometimes we'll do tarot readings. Sometimes we'll get into heavy content, but not so much on Sundays. We save that for Monday through Friday.
Sometimes we just grouch about kids.
Sometimes we just complain about our children. And we get everybody's input and we talk about parenting and all that good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed being here. Thanks for being around. We appreciate it. We appreciate your presence and everything you bring to the table, too. So, everybody, you have a good Sunday, rest of your Sunday, and we will see you sometime very soon. Live long and prosper.